We're on this beautiful property here in Palm Beach. A few months after the completion of all the installation, we ended up passing all our inspections first time, didn't hold the project up. So in reward for that, we're now doing the maintenance on the project. We had a great success rate in all the relocates. If you remember from the first shoot, we had plants staged all over the property, and they're now in their permanent location a few months into it, and we didn't lose a single plant or tree on this property. The traditional irrigation system, the pop-up mist heads, have been completely shut down other than the rinsing for the lawn, and we're now on 100% drip irrigation for the entire project. As you'll be able to see, we take great care and attention to detail, so you can't see any drip on this property. Everything is tucked in, stapled down under the mulch. Can't see any of the mist heads. They're all flush with the ground. All the valve boxes that actually hold the physical valve and the wiring inside of it, those are all in the plant beds, hidden as well. Nothing's in the lawn area. And that's the way the installation should go. So again, we're maintaining this property. We're out here twice a month. We're monitoring the flow on the controllers. We're making sure that every single station is running in the same range of flow. In other words, with the drip irrigation, again, you can't see it broken, you can't see it clogged, so you really have to rely on the flow meters on each pump to be able to tell you that each zone is running 35 gallons a minute, 38 gallons a minute within a range. If you have a break, obviously you're going to spike up to maybe 50, 60 gallons a minute. The clock's going to alert you, and we'll be able to correct the problem before it creates a washout or it can undermine any of these walls. Are all backed with dirt. So if you have a break behind one of these boulder walls, boom, you got a huge washout. You got to bring all the dirt back. So it's very important that you have a smart controller that can monitor that and stop it before it becomes an issue. Again, we were full monitoring on the, this is fully online, so we'll get alerts. If there's an issue, we can shut everything down from the computer. Okay, this is an example of where we try to hide our valve boxes. In the plant beds and not directly in the lawn. It's an unsightly box. It's necessary. You do need them. They do need to be clear of obstructions, but you also don't want to see them. So as you can see, we try to hide them behind the plant material. You can still access them, but you really can't see them when you're walking on the lawn. Keep in mind, when these valves were installed, there's nothing here. This is all dirt. So it's very important that as an irrigation contractor, we initiate with the landscape contractor and say, okay, here's our mainline locations. Where are your plant beds going to be? Or do you have a landscape plan so we can look at it and measure from the back of the wall to the beginning of the plant bed how much space we have, in addition to where are your trees going? Again, we're putting the pipe in before any of these trees are in. The mainline piping that feeds each valve goes around the whole property. All of it goes in before a single tree is planted. So on a job of this size, it's hand in glove with everybody involved to make sure that our pipes, we're not basically essentially doing the work twice and holding up other contractors by saying, oh wait, I got to put this tree here, my pipe's in the way. Obviously, sometimes it happens, but we really work hard to make sure that those problems don't come up with us. A little bit of forethought, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So that's it. Okay, now we're here in front of a focal point of the formal lawn. Behind me you have a Canary Island date palm. It's actually a desert palm, which means it doesn't require a lot of water. Initially, it does require water when you first plant it. For the first 30 days, you need to get those capillary roots moving. Once they get established, you start cutting the water out. You got a Canary Island date palm, squeezed in between a Bismarckia palm, a Robolini palm, and some magnolias, all of which do like water. So those are the challenges that we're presented with when architects, rightfully so, go for beauty. The functionality of the watering requirements and fertilizer requirements fall on the maintenance crews to make sure that each tree is getting what it needs. For example, on the Canary Island date palm, when they were first brought down here, people were installing traditional pop-up mist head systems and hitting the trunk directly with the water. Well, being a desert palm, it doesn't have any natural defenses with that. Hasn't evolved to try to combat with that kind of water. So what happens is the tree over time, over a long period of time, degrades and starts dying, and the trunk starts getting pitted out from the water, blasting it and just deteriorating the trunk. So with the drip system, it works wonderful. We can, do just a regular grid in front of that Canary Island date palm, and then when you come to the Bismarckia palm, we put a couple extra wraps around it because that type of palm does like its water. So every tree that needs more water, we just go ahead and add more drip just around that tree, and it's been working great. We've had tremendous success. Again, look at how beautiful those trees look months into it with the cold weather, and they look healthy and vibrant the way it should be. Moving over to the magnolias, again, it's a broadleaf tree. If they don't get their water, they immediately go into a complete wilt. And we didn't have a single tree wilt on us out here. No stress caused to the tree. Everything was seamless, and everybody's really proud with our work, as am I. The only thing I'd like to say to the regular consumer watching this, for us, this is obviously a very big project, a very high-end project, but we handle the whole range of projects. We bring the same attention to detail, the same way of running the project to big and small jobs. So it doesn't really make a difference. We have it, we can handle it all. So hopefully you contact Beacon Irrigation and Lighting for any future projects.